Hello Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is for the week of April 9th through April 15th. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Okay. Now this is a general reading, and we're going to jump right into it. We're not going to waste any time here. First card, Tower Energy. Make sure that, yep, Tower Energy. I feel like you are you're a person that's getting a little bit frustrated lately. You know, I think that there's a lot going on. There's a tension that's building for you. And I think we're really kind of on the verge of blowing the whole thing up. Of really just calling it quits with something. There's this real pressure that's building. This frustration that I think you're getting really close to just saying, forget it. I'm done. You know. Let's do our mystery card, confirmation card, bonus card. This is the card that we are going to save until the very end. Okay, we're not going to look at it until we're finished with everything else, and we'll see how that might tie everything together, give us the confirmation that we're looking for. Okay. So Tower Energy. I think you've been persisting in something as long as you could. You've been holding out. You've been putting in the work despite this building frustration, this growing kind of pressure. It's like a volcano that's just, the pressure's building, right? There's magma down there. And you don't know how long you can contain this, okay? Now, this could be honestly a very positive experience for you when this tower moment does arrive, if it does arrive, right? That's still our first card. We don't know if that tower moment is really coming this week or if it's just a continual building of this pressure, right? But I think that you're someone who can really stick it out for the long haul, okay? But there's a limit to how much you can put up with. There's a limit to what you can tolerate. There's a limit to how much pressure can really be building up. Now, I don't know if this pressure is from like outside responsibilities, or if this is a pressure that's just purely your own kind of frustration with whatever the situation is this week, okay? Whatever the most important kind of thing on your mind right now is, I think it might be related to business. We have a 7 of discs here. It's related to your physical environment in a way that is directly connected with your resources. So it could be the way you earn money. It could be even just something with maybe your physical health, maybe something with your car, something with your home. You're at your wit's end with it. There's kind of, you're down to your last straw, right? And I don't know if this is maybe a work situation, maybe there is, maybe you have your own business or this career, this project, this creative outlet that you're working on, whatever it is that you are focused on in the physical world, building something, repairing something, earning something, creating something. You know what I mean? I feel like you're getting a little bit frustrated that it hasn't just happened yet, right? You're getting a little frustrated that it hasn't paid off just yet. You don't have the success yet that you've been working very, very hard for, okay? But what is all of this? What is this work that you're doing? Is this something in your career? If this is you trying to get your business off the ground, or if this is you trying to, build a home or buy a home or renovate a home, something like that, something domestic, you know. Down beneath everything, we have a Knight of Swords. There may be an air sign person involved in some of this with you. It feels like a lot of this is resting on this air sign person, but I feel like they are distancing themselves from you maybe because of what's going on, or because they can sense this building up of pressure in you. I kind of feel like they are kind of flying in the other direction, right? They're thinking, I'm going to go south for the winter until this weather clears up, you know. I don't know who that air sign person is, but a lot of this is resting on them. So maybe, I don't know if this is the person that you are kind of waiting for. They have a decision to make. If they have some portion of this that they need to accomplish, they have some tasks of their own, and they are just delaying. They're not accomplishing their goals here, and somehow that's affecting the main situation with you. But in some way, this is all kind of resting on them. And it almost feels like this could be a coworker or a family member that is just not pulling their weight, right? They're just not contributing to this work in the same way that you are, because I feel like you're really focused on this. I feel like this is a major thing for you right now. And you're getting really frustrated, probably because you're doing everything you can. You're putting in 110%, but this air sign person doesn't seem to be, okay? I think they are even kind of, their interest in this is kind of going in a different direction. It's kind of waning, right? So it could be that they really don't have the interest in this or the commitment to this anymore that you did. Does that make sense? Let's look at the recent past. The recent past is this hermit energy. Okay. I wonder if you've recently split from this, from a group, right? Because I'm feeling, especially the way this hermit card is facing here, it's like you've kind of turned your back on something, okay? Maybe you split from a group. Maybe you were, working with a group of people or with a company, and you decided to go in your own direction. It's kind of, I'm feeling a break here. I'm feeling like you broke out on your own. Okay, maybe you and this air sign person decided to go start your own business, or have a joint project together, or something like that, right? Because I feel as if you were part of a larger group, and now you have gone your own way, and maybe with this air sign person, maybe you wanted them to come with you, and their interest is kind of waning. Like I said, they're not really showing the commitment that they once did. But there was a definite branching out recently. Okay, I feel like you've gone your own way in something. It feels to me like it's kind of a business venture, or maybe a company that you were with, and I feel like you just kind of got fed up with that, and you turned your back on that. You branched out. You went off on your own. And now we're experiencing this potential tower moment. And now we're experiencing this frustration with this air sign person who's not involved to the degree that they led you to believe that they would be. They don't have the commitment that maybe they hinted at, or maybe they just overtly tried to tell you that, yeah, I want to do this. I'll go with you. We'll do this together, and business partners, or whatever. But now that the situation has been realized, they're not showing the same commitment. Okay, and I think that's part of your frustration now, because you had a certain plan of how this was going to succeed, and they're just kind of disturbing that. They're interfering with your plan by not showing the same level of commitment that maybe they started with. Okay, and more earth energy with the Two of Discs here at the top of the path of the dove. I feel like this is something that you have committed to in order to really branch out and do things your way. I think you're trying to invoke this change, and you knew it wasn't going to be easy, right? But I don't know that you expected it to be this difficult, at least at the beginning. Okay, I feel like it's still in the beginning stages, and I feel like you're trying to pivot now. Now that this air sign person seems like they're not interested anymore, I feel like you're trying to change strategies now. You're trying to pivot. You're trying to kind of quickly change course, alter your plans in order to salvage this, prevent the tower moment, and build the success that that we've originally, set out to do, which is why you split from the group that you were in, because I think you felt you could do this better on your own. You could have more independence, more freedom, more success by doing things yourself, by being your own boss, starting your own business, or whatever this work is. Maybe leave me some comments. Let me know if this is resonating, and let me know if we're on track with the details here. Because with this earth energy, I really feel like it's something related to the way that you earn money, or the work that you're doing, that has, maybe a more indirect relationship with your income, with your finances, But I feel like it was a partnership. It was meant to be a partnership. But this air sign person seems like they're no longer, they changed their mind, apparently, right? But there's no going back to what you had before, because you already split from that first group, that main group, maybe the company that you worked for, or etc. Next card. Good fire energy. This is a settling out of that fire energy. So I think the way forward with the Six of Wands here is to continue the work that you're doing, right? Continue putting in your best effort. Yes, you have to change your plans. You have to pivot. You have to adjust and adapt now that this air sign person has changed their mind, apparently. But we have to calm down this internal pressure with this Tower card, okay? And whatever is the method for doing that, I don't know, but the way forward is through a balance of that fire energy. Not letting it explode, but maybe channeling it into working harder, working smarter, pivoting, changing your plans, adapting with the two, okay? And finding the balance and the harmony with this fiery energy. So this is a doubling of the Three of Wands, okay? And the Three of Wands is really a commitment, mind, body, and soul. It is a work ethic. It is your character. It is your internal strength, right? It is your will. It is it is staying focused on why you're doing this, right? So the why is kind of the fuel for the fire, right? And then we need oxygen. We need clear thinking. We need a rational plan. We need to be able to adapt and pivot and move forward in an organized way, right? And I think that this is your commitment to the work that you're doing in this very balanced way, right? Like a Three of Wands. And the universe will respond accordingly. Now, I know I say that a lot, especially with the sixes. It's always, the sixes for me are always about that balance and harmony, all about the reciprocal relationship with the external world, right? If we put our best foot forward, that's all we can do. And then we can hope that the world responds to us in an equal way, right? We can't force anything. All we can do is be true to ourselves, be responsible for our actions, do our best work, And I think if you go into it with that kind of an intention, with that kind of a balanced strength of character, I think the universe does respond in some way, right? It may not always look like what we're expecting, but I think we're provided with what we need, okay? It may not look like exactly what we want, but I think the universe will respond to the same degree of effort, the same kind of balance that you have internally. I think you will see reflected in the world around you, okay? So the way forward, really, like the immediate future, is to get this Tower energy under control. This rage, this anger, this building of this pressure, you're just about to destroy the whole thing. Let's calm it down, okay? Let's channel all of that fiery energy into clarity, to make a plan, to pivot, to adapt, to put in more effort, work harder and smarter, and try to do our very best, not expect anything from anyone else. Just do our very best with the confidence kind of in the back of our mind that Spirit will provide, that the universe will reciprocate, that there will be harmony and resonance. Okay? We have to believe that, even if it doesn't seem like it's true or seem like it's happening. We just have to stay confident and have faith in ourselves that we are doing the very best that we can. And we're just now hoping that, that everything will harmonize. With the Six of Wands, that is a balance, that is a harmony. Okay, so I'm anticipating that with you getting this internal balance established, that the universe will respond to you. Okay, that's the faith and trust that we have, and that card I think symbolizes that harmony. Okay, now general energy moving forward, Wheel of Fortune. So it seems to me like through this Six of Wands, through this balance, this faith, this hope, this trust that the universe will reciprocate and harmonize and resonate with us, the Wheel of Fortune is that Jupiter energy. This is literally the faith and the hope and the trust paying off. Okay? So it feels to me like going forward in this situation, you're going to start to see things come together. You're going to understand now that all this rage, all this difficulty, this damn air sign person changing their mind and just causing this whole kind of chaos, all of that was necessary. All of that was good. All of that was productive, right? All of that was a very necessary stage in this work. Okay? You're going to see in retrospect the value of all of this kind of the confusion and everything that happened up till now when we get to this Wheel of Fortune energy. Within a few days, I think, by, this is kind of a weekly reading. So we might be looking at towards the end of next week, I think you're going to see how all of this other energy, everything that happened, this internal pressure, this potential tower event, was very necessary to the growth and the progress of this work that you're doing. Okay? It's very necessary. And things are going to be better off now. Now that this air sign person has left the picture, that's good. That's good. Things are going to be better now. This was all meant to be. It's all falling into place. And now, like I said, in retrospect, you will see how that was a necessary step. This potential tower event was a necessary feeling for you because it was important for you to adapt, pivot, reformulate your plans, and put in the extra effort. All of that was very necessary. Spirit knows what it's doing. The universe knows what it's doing. So now we're in this Jupiter energy, this Wheel of Fortune energy. What is our greatest asset? Well, now our greatest asset is to accept the nature of these challenges, right? No, we don't like difficulty. We want things to be easy all the time. That would be amazing, right? If everything was just smooth sailing, no storms, no choppy waters. Everything was just easy. That'd be nice. But I think going through this experience, you've learned that that's not always the best. That's not always going to lead to the best outcome for us. So with this Art or Temperance card, I feel like the temperance part of this is really important. The tempering of your will, the tempering of your metal, right? The tempering of your steel. And I think that this is you now accepting that the universe will provide these trials and tribulations and tests and challenges to strengthen you for what's coming next. And the more of these trials that you go through, the stronger you will become. And the stronger you are, the more joy and success you can handle, because you can handle the challenges that go along with that greater success. More money, more problems, right? But these are all necessary stages in you strengthening yourself so that you can handle the success that's coming your way, right? So I think that you're learning that. You're learning to not enjoy the struggles, but to appreciate them for the learning, growing, strengthening experiences that they are, right? The universe is tempering you in the fire of these tribulations. Okay? Your biggest obstacle, your kind of fear and worry, is the Three of Swords. So it kind of maybe relates back to this air sign person. Maybe this was a friend, family member, or maybe a spouse even that was originally supposed to be with you, but they're not. Okay? They've changed their mind. They've flown away from the scene. Your worry and your concern is that you're not going to be able to get over that you're not going to be able to forgive them, that's still going to, for lack of a better word, torment you. Okay? The Three of Swords is not heartbreak and trauma and sorrow right now, presently. It is the memory of it. It is us reliving the trauma, the sorrow, the heartbreak. Reliving that again and almost re-traumatizing ourselves again, over and over. So by not getting over this, by not just letting go and going with this Six of Wands, this balance, this focus, this channeling of all of this, Martial, Mars, Tower, fire energy, we do run the risk of getting trapped in these thoughts, these memories, this sorrow, because of what had happened. Okay? So that's the fear. That's your biggest obstacle, is letting go of that. Letting go of how you were hurt by this person, or how they did you wrong, or how that was just not fair, not nice, not appreciated. But we have to let go of that. It's okay that you were hurt by that. Rightfully so, No one's trying to invalidate your feelings. What this card is talking about is, look, don't get stuck in that dark place because of what happened, okay? Learn from it, move on. Don't allow that situation to keep hurting you over and over and over again. You've got to get past that, okay? The final card on the path of the Serpent, projected outcome, projected outcome, possible future, the kind of long-term results of all of this. Five of Wands. So this is kind of talking about there being more fire energy. We have fire energy in key places here. We started out with fire energy. The way forward, fire energy. Your biggest resource now, your biggest kind of, the main theme of your relationship with your environment is fire. The projected outcome, the future, more fire. Okay? But what we have with the Five of Wands is a disciplined fire. This is a, this card is strife. A lot of people just interpret this as fighting. There's going to be struggle. There's going to be fights. Well, yeah, we already said that. We know that. There's going to be a lot more trials and tribulations, trials by fire, right? And you know that, and you accept that. You don't like it. You don't want to do it. You want things to be easy. But you accept this is part of the process. These are the growing pains. You're strengthening your character. You're becoming more able to handle the kind of success that we're going after because of these struggles. The greater the trials, the greater the rewards, right? So in the projected outcome, the long-term outcome, you're going to have an intense respect for this fire energy. Not only a respect for it, but you're going to understand it in a way that you can utilize it. That you can, this isn't just about fights and arguments and just being in turmoil and struggles, right? This is about you knowing when to fight and knowing when to yield. Picking your battles, perhaps. This is you forging ahead. See, there's that word again, that fire, the tempering, the forging, the furnace. Forging ahead in the path that you know is true, that is right for you, that is your will. Okay, against any of the odds that could present themselves. This card is really showing you triumphing over a lot of these challenges. Okay. This card is representing the universe providing you with just enough challenge that you have to struggle to win, but you will win. right? The universe isn't giving you anything you can't handle. It may feel like it. If it was too easy, there'd be no growth, right? It's through this fire, this furnace, this forging and tempering that we grow. It's through struggle, right? When you're lifting weights, what are you doing? You're struggling against gravity, right? Against resistance. And that's why you grow. Same thing spiritually, mentally, emotionally. So the universe is providing you just enough resistance to facilitate growth. Okay? And that's what the Five of Wands is about. And I like this as a finish line for this energy. We still don't know what it is you're working on or what this project is. We still have the mystery card though. And again, I want to ask for you to hit that like button, please, and subscribe to the channel if you like what's going on here. Okay? We do this every week, every month for all signs. So the mystery card. I'm kind of feeling like we need a little bit of reassurance that this isn't all just struggle and growth and overcoming struggle and challenge, right? I think that there is a definite physical component here, some success, this new business, this new revenue, this new income, this new creation, whatever this project is that you're working on. I think you're going to get it going. I think it's going to start working. You're planting the seeds. Maybe this is going to be an Ace of Pentacles. I don't think we're at the finish line yet in terms of building this thing, but I feel like you're going in the right direction. I feel like you're putting down roots, right? I feel like you're putting down roots. This might be a Three of Pentacles. I'm thinking either an Ace or a Three of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, there we go. For a while there, I thought maybe I'd lost the ability to kind of sense what this card, what the mystery card's going to be. Glad I kind of getting back into the flow, you know. Thought I kind of lost my mojo there for a bit. So you're definitely putting down roots. You're definitely planting the seeds and sprouting this thing, whatever this project is. It's not just about the struggle and about the spiritual growth. Yeah, that's great. But you're also trying to accomplish something. So all of this does have a physical, real-world, horizontal plane component. Okay? The success that you're trying to achieve, the business you're trying to grow, the stability, whatever it is that you're trying to build, you are going to do it. You are going to do it. It just so happens that there's a lot of spiritual growth that happens too. Good. Win-win. So I'm happy that we have the Ace of Discs, because it all comes back to the fact that you're trying to build this thing, whatever it is. We kind of got lost in all of this other energy, and we need to come back to, look, you're trying to build something and you're getting frustrated because it's just not coming together. Well, it will come together. You have to endure these challenges. It will come together. Okay? It will come together. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around, become a member to the channel, click on the link that's right up here. Then you'll have access to all of the extended readings, all of the weekly videos, monthly videos for all signs. Okay? One membership level opens up everything. Okay? Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Please hit the like button. This was your weekly reading, April 9th through 15th, here on Dove and Serpent Tarot.